Hello again, YouTube. Cal here. Welcome back to the Inky Black Dot. Episode 2 this week, we're going to be continuing Shadows of Darkness where we left off. As far as I can tell, we had left off over at Dr. Cranium's lab. We had just finished up doing some of the business over there, getting some of his things put together. So I figured today we'd explore the rest of the town and possibly see about doing the next thing we're supposed to do tonight. So I'm gonna come down here. Oh. Does appear we are a little speedy today. I don't think we have to go that quickly. Oh, see how they look over suggestively like, what did he do? Anyway.
The old man walks with a slumped back and a sad, dejected look in his eyes. He seems to be searching for something that he hasn't been able to find.
Let's go have a chat.
Yes, well, I keep looking for Anna. Will you help me find her? She's missing.
Okay.
Anna has been gone for a long time. I have been looking for her for so very long. I do not know what has become of my Anna.
I can already tell. And if you couldn't either, if she's been gone for this long, I don't think she's coming back. Because if you'll recall, the Burgomeister said something about dangers after dark. We might have to be caught one evening outside city limits. Could be interesting to see what we bump into.
You say goodbye.
If you see Anna, tell her I am looking for her.
Okay. Noted. So let's go see what's going on over here.
From the hump on his back to his twisted body, this is either the Hunchback of Notre Dame, a mad scientist lab assistant, a gravedigger, or an Elvis impersonator.
Elvis impersonators. I guess they were targets of a lot of ridicule.
It doesn't say much. It doesn't.
I don't say much, apparently.
Igor! Just Igor!
Oh, aren't you just a treat?
Building was Adventurers Guild. No adventurers, no guild.
Fair enough. He's very punchy and to the point with his... He just cuts right to the chase.
Town Mordavia, this north part of town. Oh, this day job. Also work graveyard shift. Little graveyard humor there.
Perhaps I'll do a little grave digging myself in the process.
Igor dig graves in cemetery. Igor put dead person in grave. Igor cover dead person with dirt. Igor put headstone on grave.
Simple.
Oh, plenty job security around here. Business is piling up. Little graveyard humor there. Again.
I love this game. It's so charming. Dark humor everywhere.
Town Mordavia, this north part of town.
Okay, I think I already asked that.
Oh, Igor not hear rumors. Igor not no stranger in town. Igor not no doctor make strange things in lab. Igor not no funny man in inn not funny. Igor not know many things. Igor not hear many things.
Word gets around in a small town. Monastery. We're going there tonight.
Bad building. No, go there. Bad, bad, bad.
This weather-beaten boarded-up door once sported a painted sign, but you can no longer read it.
Okay.
There is a small, grimy window set high in the wall. It is a thoroughly uninteresting wall. Sort of a wallflower.
Yuck. Alright, so...
This is a bas-relief of a strange creature. It looks like an octopus with only 6 tentacles. You have a creepy feeling as if it is looking right back at you.
A hexapod, as they're called. I remember that much. Again, it's been years since I've played this, so do forgive if I'm off on the lore. I'm kind of coming back to this after a long time. So let's review what we've got in the bags. Should have the key. Okay. Dr. Cranium's key, Adventurers Guild key. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and try using that here.
Lock the door, using the key the Burgomeister gave you.
Success. Alright, well let's have a look around.
This place appears to have been an Adventurers Guild Hall at one time. Evidently, there are no more adventurers left in Mordavia. The hall is badly in need of maintenance.
Oh dear. I wonder how long the building was here, being left unattended to.
It's a rare example of the deadly Mordavian moose, distinguishable by its long, fang-like canines. Someone has strung garlic around its neck, probably in hopes that it will stay on the wall.
I thought that was just chin hair. No, that's actually fangs. Okay.
There are a number of books on the shelf, including Hero Magazine's Golden Guild Guide to Mordavia, Flora, Fauna, and Folklore.
Now, one thing they tell you in Quest for Glory is that if you're a wizard, you need to read the books. You'll usually find something interesting, so I'm going to look here and see if I can find something.
Which book do you want to read?
I suppose we could give a look at all of them. Let's try creative casting to
The
start.
book is all about using spells in unusual and creative ways, such as calming a fire, using alternate flame and frost spells to make something brittle and break, and so on. You pick up a number of useful tips which will improve your spellcasting. You read through the book on spell.
I only think you get the benefit once.
This book teaches the ancient Oriental art of talk fool. How to overcome opponents by attacking them with the unpronounceable names of martial arts forms and confusing them with fortune cookie wisdom. You get lost somewhere between karate and kuksul.
Talk them into submission.
The book turns out to be an advertising brochure. It says, "I, Dr. Cranium, predict that someday one of my descendants will become the subject of a major computer game. The Castle of Dr. Brain from Sierra Online." Jeez, how cheesy can you get?
Fourth wall break. Love to see it.
As you scan through Hero, the Journal of General Job Adjusting, you find quite a bit of information that might be useful here. There are a series of articles about the land of Mordavia. The town originally grew up around Castle Borgov. The Borgovs were the boyars, or local noblemen, assigned the role of guarding the area from invaders. The chapter on fauna describes a number of interesting creatures. The Necrotor is a vicious carnivore with big, sharp teeth. Some of the other monsters sound even more horrific. In the forest lives the Lishi, a creature known for playing practical jokes on travelers and playing riddle games, but which can also be helpful to those it likes. You learn about the Rosalka, the spirit of a murdered unmarried woman.
Interesting.
Such spirits are said to inhabit lakes and rivers. They try to avenge themselves by drowning any man foolish enough to approach them. You could really learn a lot by reading this magazine thoroughly instead of just browsing through it. Isn't it nice that we included a complete copy in your game box?
Another lovely fourth wall break. Chocked full of them. But yes, it is in the guide. They do encourage you to read it at every turn, even with the copy protections in the game.
Nice try. But the bookshelf won't budge. If there's a secret passage around here, it's hidden a different way.
Alright, so one of the things I know you can do here is go ahead and use this exercise machine. And it'll actually help up those numbers. No, I'm not using that joke again. As you can see, we're getting smarter, but not stronger. We can actually use that exercise equipment. Even though we're a wizard, we can still find some use in it.
Your legs are too stiff and... After some rest, you feel... Your legs are too stiff. After some rest, you feel... Your legs are too... After some rest...
I'm cheesing this. I'll cut
After some rest...
I'll cut ahead once I've thoroughly done this. So I've done enough stair-stepping. It'll only allow you to do so much on a given day, so I didn't have to cut too far ahead. But one thing I will do before we leave here, need to sign the adventurer's log.
You sign your name into the adventurer's logbook with a flourish. It's almost become a habit by now. You read in the adventurer's log about some of the exploits of past adventurers in Mordavia. Prominent among them is the story of Piotr and the Dark One's cult.
Ooh.
Near the end of the book, Piotr tells how he led the armies against the Chernovi cult outside the Dark One's cave. The fighters were trained soldiers, but the cult members fought like madmen. Suddenly, the cult members changed their forms and became grotesque monsters. Many of the soldiers panicked and ran. The battle was nearly lost. Then Piotr heard the voice of Irana. "By all my will, I banish you two." The voice was cut off. The cult members screamed and ran. Piotr entered the cave and searched for some sign of life. All he could find were the grotesque remains of cult members. The only sign of Irana was her magical staff lying on the ground. Piotr picked it up and left the cave, knowing that Irana was beyond his help. Piotr then tells how he brought the staff back to town and placed it in the town square. A garden of flowers instantly sprang up around it. Near the end of the book, Piotr tells that he was going to seek out the rituals of the Dark One and destroy them. There are no later entries.
Oh dear. It looks like it didn't work out too well for him. A shame.
That would be a lot easier if the desk had a drawer.
Well then why give me the option if there is no drawer?
This desk holds the...
Okay.
There is an indentation near the middle of the shadowed door. It looks like a set of 6 curved spokes radiating out from a central point.
Okay. Now, one thing I do know is that that statue above the door is deadly. It doesn't end well for anyone who tries to enter. Unless you have, of course, this thing.
You push the Dark One sign into the indentation on the door. It fits perfectly.
And here we go. This is about to get interesting. So, one thing we need to bear in mind is that practically everything in this room, if done incorrectly, has the potential to give you a kill screen if you're not careful. So we're gonna have a look.
It's a six-tentacled, octopus-like creature. I guess you'd call it a hexapod. Unless you like cats, you might call it a hexapus.
A yuck.
The chandeliers once provided light in this dark, somber room. Now they are crusted over with something you'd rather not investigate closely. They are now quite useless.
Probably cobwebs.
This is a fairly attractive, in a Baroque way, display cabinet with a glass door.
Lovely.
This amazingly lifelike sculpture looks like a cross between a baby troll and a hermit or dervish. It fits the description of a domovoi, except that it's totally dried out and unmoving.
All right. So we're going to play this smart.
You sense a low level of magic all around you, as if many arcane and unpleasant activities had occurred here in the past. The hexapodal wall decoration above the fireplace is actually an enchanted creature, and extremely powerful magic radiates from an object in the display case.
I wonder if I can trigger him. I haven't tried this. Trigger spell.
This is not a good place to practice your magic.
Oh, but it let me cast it anyway. Well, time to practice my fire magic then.
You've managed to damage the hexapod slightly. You've managed
We're gonna
to
keep it up.
You've managed.
We're just gonna keep at it.
After you bombard the poor creature for a bit, it dies. Poor Hector.
Poor heck.
The fireplace looks as though it hasn't been used in years. There are no logs on the log holders, nor is there any sign of ashes or other debris.
Alright. Sounds like it's been traveled in. I do remember there's a secret down here somewhere. There we go.
There is a cold feeling down here that chills your bones and sets the hairs on the nape of your neck on end. There is a musty odor of mold and mildew mingling with the sickeningly sweet smell of decaying flesh. Welcome to your nightmare.
Lovely. Fit right in.
The huge barrel is labeled Cask of Amontillado. This must be the favorite spirit that provided most of the income and fame of the monastic order here. It is rumored to provide strange and mystical visions to those who taste freely of its contents.
Definitely not an Edgar Allan Poe reference.
These bizarre creatures are only stone carvings. You hope.
Okay.
You've
What
seen
about
some
this
pretty
thing?
ridiculous things in your time, and that's certainly one of them. Above the altar is the sign of the Dark One, surrounded by arcane letters. A notch next to the A makes you think that perhaps that is some sort of starting point for the letters. There is a huge book on the altar. The binding looks like stretched human skin, with letters and markings written in dried blood. The letters spell out Necrophilicon. What could that mean? Oh, that's it. Something like the Silmarillion for of the love of death. There's something very, very wrong and dangerous about this book.
You don't say. It's supposedly their take on the Necronomicon, I would assume. So I'm going to do a quick save real quick, and I'm going to show you some of these kill screens. Just as an example of what not to do. Let's go have a look at this thing.
It's a really silly looking statue and clearly of no value. It's also much too heavy to carry around with you. The huge book on the altar looks fascinating. You could almost swear you saw it move. The title says Necrophilicon. Haven't you heard about this book somewhere?
Crunch. Maybe you shouldn't have judged the book by the cover. Anyway, judgment seems to have gone against you. In fact, they threw the book at you. Right. Anyway. That's an example.
The roll-top desk is spotted with dark and ominous stains. It's a small barrel, perhaps once used for brandy.
Alright, so, in light of this, I do remember there's a trap in the desk. So if we use an open spell from a distance...
A swirling cloud of undoubtedly poisonous gas surrounds the desk for a few seconds after your spell opens it. Then the cloud subsides. You rifle through the Mad Monk's desk to find the diary of Amon Tilada. Boy, was this guy wacko. Reading this makes your head hurt. However, it does give you some information about the Dark Run rituals. It said something about the first...
This is a lot of dialogue.
Placed within the Mad Monk's tombstone, there to be forever guarded by followers. The second ritual shall be placed in the Stone of Squids, and revealed only by the light of a dead child's soul. The next ritual shall be placed in the hollow of the hangman's tree, and guarded by the spirit of the dead which remains there. The blood ritual shall be concealed magically within the monastery.
Now this is
Only
important
he who
information.
willingly seeks dark visions shall find it. The mouth ritual shall be placed in the great arch itself, under the Dark One's sign. And the heart ritual shall be given to someone named Gregor for safekeeping. Now there's another note on this page in another's handwriting. Gregor is missing in the forest and probably dead. Yet where is the heart ritual?
So, basically, to summarize everything he just said, it basically tells where all of these parts to this ritual exist that we're supposed to go find, no doubt, to stop the Dark One from coming. However, in case you forget, you can always come back here and rifle through the desk and look So
You
it's
right
nice to
on
have this here.
its desk. Find
Okay, so it's gonna go ahead and do all this all over again. Amontillado. Only those who willingly seek visions. So,
You tap the huge cask of Amontillado. This is the strongest stuff you've ever tasted, assuming that you're not an aficionado of dragon's breath. Bottoms up.
oh dear, maybe we'll end up back in the cave this time. Yep. Another bender. Oh dear. Oh dear. Don't you just hate it when that happens? Okay, somebody's awake and a little cranky.
Man, have you got a headache? Fortunately, the Dark One rising seems to have been just a vision, not the reality. Yet. A scroll has formed from the cask's wine droplets. You pick up the rolled paper on the floor. It has a symbol of a drop of blood at the top and the inscription, Ritual of Blood. You can't read any of the other writing on it.
Success. We now have officially one of the several that we're going to need. So let's go ahead and continue on. We've got a bunch of others to find now. So we're just going to go ahead and get out of here and move on to the next thing.
You retrieve the Dark One sign from the monastery door, then quickly step away before the Hectopus can react.
Good enough.
The door is locked and probably barred as well. You hear movement on the other side of the door. After a few minutes, you hear someone removing the bar and unlocking the bolts on the other side of the door.
Oh good, they haven't gone to bed yet.
You've entered a small but nicely furnished country inn. Stairs lead up to the guest bedrooms. Floor is covered with
Oh
sawdust
my,
and
I remember the
a
townspeople
barrel
here.
contains the few shells that manage.
They're a hilarious trio.
There is a silence in the room as everyone looks at you in astonishment and perhaps fear. Finally, the man who is standing speaks.
Welcome to the Hotel Mordavia.
Hello.
Rooms are 15 kopecks for room and board. Pay for 1 week in advance.
It just
Your
so
room
happens
will
I
be the
do have
first room
15
at the top of the
kopecks.
stairs. When you want food in the morning or evening, just sit down over there by the door.
Oh
Pay
yes,
the innkeeper for your room.
bodily maintenance.
Thank
Lovely.
you for your payment. The first door at the top of the stairs leads to your room. My wife will serve you supper in the evening.
Good, I think I'll have some before I go to bed. My name's Cal.
You say you are a hero. Well, we will judge you here by your actions rather than your words.
Noted.
Magic is a very dangerous thing. We do not trust those who use or are used by magic. Make certain you do not give us any more cause for alarm.
Again, noted. These people are no fun.
You adopt the traditional thief sign position, wiggling the fingers of your right hand and rubbing your belly with your left hand. No one seems particularly impressed.
So they don't know the secret. They're not in on the joke. So let's go have a word with innkeeper here. Ask him a few basic questions. What about this nice little inn?
The Hotel Mordavia has been in my family for generations. It is the only place to be when darkness falls at night. Everything else is closed, and even we lock the doors. You must knock if you wish to come in.
Well, good to know. I've already learned that lesson. Your name?
My name is Yuri Markarov. My wife's name is Bella. We are the owners of this inn.
Pretty straightforward. Not much to explain there. How about the rooms?
If you climb the stairs, your room is the first door on the right. The doors of the inn close before nightfall, so make sure you are always back before sunset.
All right. What's your purview of the town?
Make certain you are back in town before dusk. The gates of the town will close solidly to keep out any dangers.
Fair enough. So, what about Bergie Boy?
The Burgomeister is the mayor of the town. You will be wise to listen to what he says and stay out of trouble.
It seems like he's also the town sheriff at the same time. Saw the cell in his room.
There is not much for sale at the shop next door, but you may find something you need there.
All right, and I already went to the monastery, but we'll ask anyway what his take on it is.
The monastery is to the north of here. It has been abandoned for many, many years, but it has a bad reputation. No one in town will go near it. And if you have any sense, neither will you.
And what about the dangers you speak of at night?
There are many ill things that roam this valley by night. Make certain that you never have to meet them. Never venture into the forest by night.
Oh, I'm not too worried about it. But you do need to watch out for wraiths. Those things are nasty. They drain your health just by walking into the vicinity. And before you can even come into contact with one, you're already dead. So let's go have a talk with the townspeople over here. These guys are a riot. You're gonna love them.
I am Hans. Pleasure's all yours. I'm a farmer of pumpkins and corn and a person of great importance here in lovely Mordavia.
Listen, I'm telling you, Igor's death must be avenged. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ivan,
What?
an elephant herder. Unfortunately, there are no more elephants in Mordavia, so business
Sounds
has
like they
kind of
have a
fallen
error
off a
in the
tad.
sync there. Don't tell me Igor is supposed to die. Oh my goodness, we haven't even gotten to that point. Spoiler alert. Okay, so what do you think about Mordavia then?
Guys, is it just me or is Mordavia a wonderful place?
Oh, are you kidding? It's the greatest. There's many places to go, things to see. Are you kidding?
Right. Let's not forget that scenic cemetery to the east of town.
Everyone here's nothing but grins. Real friendly.
Yeah, except we don't know you. We don't like strangers.
Or anyone else that's weird and doesn't belong.
What an inclusive bunch. Alright, so how about asking about a few rumors then?
Rumors. You talking to me? What rumors?
Oh, there are no rumors here.
Unless you count the rumor that the castle is owned by...
Horse patootie. There are no rumors in Mordavia to speak of.
We are gonna go check out the castle, but I'll probably save that for a future episode. You can get lost in that place. I do believe they all pretty much say the same thing.
They stare at you in astonishment.
You say you are here.
Okay. So it's going to say the same stuff.
The first door at the top of the stairs leads to your room. My wife will serve you supper in the evening.
Okay. Time to go ahead and have a seat. Be better than avocado sandwiches.
Dinner tonight is garlic stew with vegetables. Now the table's helping to keep you off the floor as well. It's the tray that the innkeepers want. You pick at your plate in search of any leftover garlic.
All right, time to go ahead and go to the room.
You unlock the door to your room and go in.
All right, so I guess we're going to go ahead and crash for the evening. Probably go take a look at the forest in the morning. But I am going to go get some
You
exercise in
awaken
before we
as the
leave.
sun begins to rise.
Now that we're on the next day, we'll go ahead and have our morning meal. What's for breakfast?
Nothing like a good breakfast to get you off to a good start in the morning, especially when everything's laced with garlic.
I mean, if you couldn't tell, garlic is practically everywhere.
Braids of garlic festoon the walls, lending their pungent aroma to the room. Judging from the menu here, the innkeepers are trying to use it all up as quickly as possible.
My goodness, they would have to. It's too much. But I'm sure there's context.
Still you remain. It is a wonder you have managed to live so long.
Well, I did have a room for the night. It's not like I slept in the forest.
What is it you want?
Wanted to say hello. I'm about ready to go over to the castle.
Castle Borgoff is north of the town. The last of the Borgoff family left this valley years ago. Now it is inhabited by some cousin.
Some
The
cousin.
people of the castle do not bother this town. I suggest strongly that you do
Cousin.
not bother
Okay.
the people of the castle.
What about the old man?
Nikolai is an old man and easily confused. His wife has been missing for years now. He cannot face the fact that she is gone.
Indeed. If she's been gone for many years, I don't think she is coming back. Anyhow, we're gonna go ahead and hurry off to go see if we can get some more exercise in. So we're just going to go ahead and skip ahead to the next portion. We already know what happens in this part. I'm gonna go for a little walk in the woods. Enthusiastic walks.
Still you remain.
Yep. You're gonna have a hard time getting rid of me. I'll leave when I'm good and ready. Okay. Let's go see where this castle is. It's pretty simple, just a little hop, skip, stone's throw away.
A heavy gate blocks the way to the winding road. Far in the distance, you can see a majestic castle.
Welcome to Mordavia. It's nice to have some fresh blood around here. We so seldom see strangers.
Hello.
It is so difficult to get past the swamp which blocks the pass to and from the valley. We haven't had a stranger here since the rains created the swamp several years ago.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, I'm here now. Don't know how exactly, but I'm here.
You've obviously done quite a lot for one person. It will be interesting to see what you do around here.
So what is your name?
I am Boris Stovich.
Boris. The castle?
This is the castle of the Boyars, the title of the rulers of Mordavia. It once belonged to the Borgov family for generations, but the last Borgov has been dead for many, many years.
So what happened to them? Your take on Mordavia, then?
Mordavia is the name of this valley and of the town. Even the inn is called the Hotel Mordavia. The name means Dark Valley.
A bit on the nose. Okay, you're
The
the
heads of the
Borgovs.
Borgov family were the Boyars of Mordavia for ages. The last Borgov disappeared at the time of darkness. No one knows what became of him.
The time of darkness. I'm curious.
It is bad luck to even speak of the time of darkness. Mordavia was a safe and lovely land before that time. Much has changed since then, and for the worse.
I see. And the Boyars?
Boyars are rather like barons of other lands. They own the castle and protect everyone within their domain.
Well, these people have been abandoned by their government for a long time. So who lives in there
I'm not
now?
certain who all lives in the castle. I so seldom see anyone from
But
there.
you work at the gate.
There's the master, of course. Then there's the strange foreigner. There's also the master's daughter, I believe, and some rather strange guards. Beyond that, I really can't say.
I see. The
I
daughter?
haven't actually seen the daughter, but I know the master is quite proud of her.
We may have to go sneak in and see what the deal is with that.
The master desires privacy, and I respect
Of
that wish.
course.
As I always say, the will of the master is the shall of the servant. I wrote that.
Cute. What about the foreigner?
He is an unpleasant sort, with a short beard and moustache, and a funny hat. He is rude when giving orders, and he has the habit of staring at a person and licking his lips. Most unsavory.
I do believe you meet him before in a previous game. In number 2, I believe.
I have only caught glimpses of them occasionally, but I don't think they are quite human. No matter. If a man does a good job, then whether he is a man does not matter.
All right, so that's enough chat.
Farewell, and may you find whatever you seek.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, you learn later.
Goodbye, young man. May the fireplace be warm and the drink cold at your journey's end.
I love some of his little sayings. I'm hoping that we can go find Irana's garden. It's a location out here in the woods that has some magical relics. May end up being rather useful in the travels. Hopefully we don't run into too many monsters. Let's see. No, not here. Not there. I know that's where the graveyard is. Oh. We have a wyvern. Lightning ball. Ah! I don't like this. Zap him! Zap him to death! Hit him with the bug zapper! Alright, so what did he have on him?
You are deep in the southern part of the forest. You can just make out a strange-looking wooden house on a tall cliff to the southeast.
I see.
The wyvern has no place to carry treasure. This is one reason why dragon hunting is far more popular.
And it looks like we've been poisoned. So, the healing potion, poison cure.
The only effect is a tingling sensation. But if Dr. Cranium is to be trusted, you should now be safe from poison. For a while.
For a while.
After some rest, you feel...
Alright. Hopefully we can go find the garden. That's what I'm hunting for. I'll go ahead and cut back once I've actually found it. This might be a...
You
there
have come
it
to a
is.
beautiful
As I
garden
say
deep
that.
within the forest. The stream flows gently in a loop around the central island. Feelings of peace and harmony permeate the area.
This is a place for wizards. Everything here is magical.
A soft, magical aura permeates the entire garden. Strong magic emanates from the fruit tree and the center of the pool in the stream. The lanterns are also magical.
So that should be enough of a hint. So, knowing this information, let's go ahead and play around with some of these.
A magical fountain has sprung up from the water. At the top is a huge tulip, its flower tightly closed.
Alright, then let's open it. And then... fetch that.
You capture the
There
scroll
we go.
with your fetch spell. As you read the scroll, knowledge of how to cast a protection spell enters your mind. Then the scroll vanishes. Protection is a sort of magical shield which will help guard you from physical attacks.
Oh good, I could have used that earlier when I was getting pummeled by a dragon.
Someone has dug a large hole there, perhaps removing a bush or a small tree.
Oh right, the bonsai. Here we go.
You plant the bonsai in the hole and scrape some of the rich soil around it. In moments, the bush begins to grow and blossom before your eyes.
I never really did figure out what purpose that served.
You discover 30 crowns hidden there. You accept it as a gift from Irana.
That is a lot of money. 30 crowns.
It doesn't budge. It's an ornate... It doesn't budge.
Okay, so I don't think it'll let me mess with it.
There's nothing for you to fetch there.
And these fruits actually help restore mana.
You didn't manage to...
But I aimed up here.
Your magical lasso floats towards the tree and plucks a single ripe fruit from its branches.
Alright, so one of the things that can happen is that when you're here at night, you'll have nightmares. Sometimes pleasant dreams, but they're always prophetic in nature. Now, we are going to have to come back here at night at some point, because there are things that you do have to do in the forest at night. Another place I want to check out with you all is the graveyard, which is to the east of town.
The hungry hunting hawk alertly searches for signs of game not already claimed by the forest monsters.
Good luck.
You cast the protection.
Lovely. Got him. Not gonna have any of that today. Not having it today, Mr. Rabbit. Onward. Oh dear. Sun's going down. We've got to find our way out. I'm lost in the woods. I don't know where I'm going.
Your protection spell.
Good to know. I should probably hurry before things get too crazy. I think this is where Baba Yaga's hut is. There's a spot over here you can go.
You can't...
Oh, that went a lot easier. A lot easier. I was right. This is where the hut is. I'll need Nikolai's hat to get past the start there. So, we'll have to remember that place for later. For now...
Your protection...
Maybe I should go back to the garden. You You hear a giggle from behind the bush. Then a squeaky voice asks, 1 and 1 and 1 make 3. Tell me what you make of me. Reading, writing, riddling game. Can you tell me what's my name? Leshy, no.
Tell the creature it's called the Lishi.
Leshy. Oops.
Lishy, look and
Well, he
see,
said something
in
there.
a bush or up a tree. Lishy, riddle rhyme. Can you solve them every time?
Well, you'll have to at some point. All right, the graveyard.
You have entered an eerie, deserted graveyard. Strange moans wail through the trees, and mysterious lights seem to flicker and fade among the tombstones. 2 large crypts dominate the cemetery. A heavy stone door seals off the Borgov family crypt. A relief carving on the door shows the crest of the House of Borgov. The inscription on this headstone reads, Michael Med bumped his head in another man's bed. Now he's dead. Rest in peace.
F's in chat. So, there's
This
other funny
gravestone
ones
is
here if
marked,
you want to keep reading.
No effort could Elissa save. She passed into a watery grave. Her body was lost. Only her memory remains.
That would be our Rusalka.
Here lies Janos, faithful forever to his lost true love, laid beside her empty grave.
Right, you find out later he was the killer.
This headstone reads, On a dare, Pasha Sperry spent the night in the cemetery. Something gave him such a fright that now he sleeps here every night. Here lies the spirit of Barney Blue.
Scared him to death.
To his lover was untrue. So she knew just what to do. Fixed herself some Barney stew. Here lies the body of Carrie Nation,
Delish.
who answered a vampire's invitation. Now there's cause for lamentation. It was a fatal recreation.
And another one.
Arkin Tenor walked at night. Arkin saw his final sight. Now the question seems to be, what in the world did Tenor see?
Now, one of the other things you can do is go into this crypt over here, and if you're here at night, you get an instant game over. So I'll go ahead and save.
You sense no magic in this area. You cast the protection spell. Ligeia's ghost comes forth, and she looks mad. This could turn into a really bad day.
Oh, looks like you can kill it. Wraiths suck. I have to hurry too. It's killing me. Yep. It is possible to beat one without magic, but they are extremely dangerous. All right. So, we're gonna go check out the crypt.
The door is securely locked and feels very solid. You examine the door closely. It's massive and well made. A large lock secures the door. Above the door is an intricate crest with a single word, Borgov, above it.
So let's try use some magic to open it then.
The crypt door lock yields to the power of your open spell. You are in a dark, dank crypt, filled with bas-relief figures of
Oh, how
long-departed
charming.
knights and statues of the Grim Reaper. Stairs lead back up to the entrance. A brightly colored copy of the Borgov crest adorns part of the floor.
My goodness. So, if I'm not mistaken, there is a secret passage in here that leads into the castle. So we don't even have to go in through the gate. We can just sneak in through the secret compartment.
You can hear faint and distant sounds behind this coffin, but can't make out any details. Although this coffin does look like a door, there is no response to your knock. It may be just as well. You can't get the coffin lid open.
Oh, that's a relief.
Examining it carefully, you find a small keyhole hidden in the bas-relief.
Does my open
Your
spell
spell
work
should
on
have
that
opened the
too?
relief, but it doesn't seem to have had any effect. There's apparently a stronger magic than yours holding the door. You'll need to find the key.
I see. So, I suppose on that note, we're just gonna have to go find Arana's
The door
guard
will
and
not
crash
budge.
out for the night. Maybe go
It
back to
doesn't
town?
It doesn't.
Don't tell me I'm trapped in here.
As you shake hands with the Grim Reaper statue, the door at the top of the stairs opens. You quickly make your escape from the deadly crypt.
Well, so much for that. It looks like we're gonna have some trouble trying to get everything figured out here. 'Cause I don't remember where the key was. Hopefully by next week I'll have some better idea as far as what direction we're gonna go with this. Now that didn't look like that before. Everything slowly changes at night. There's something out here. We do need to talk to a couple of people. They only come out at night. Ah. There's one now.
Hello. Can you help me? I seem to be lost.
Hello.
You tell her you will help her.
Thank you. I'm just trying to find my way home. Can you show me the way to town?
Okay, so let's start by asking a
I'm-
few basic questions.
Everything is so strange. I lost
Your
my way
name?
home. Please, can you help me find my way? I'm trying to find my way home. I keep getting lost. Can you show me the way to town?
The ghostly apparition vanishes.
Let's go back and try that again.
You cast the protection.
Oh no, a Necrotor. Anything undead hates fire. Zap.
Nothing.
That was a little rough.
Searching for the fallen beast, you find nothing of value, unless you were planning to start a flea circus.
No, not really. No, 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 no. We need to go back, go back, go back.
There you are. What happened to you? I thought you were going to show me the way to town. Why are you saying that? Why
You know
are you
you're a
trying to
ghost,
hurt me?
right?
I'm lost and I don't understand what's going on.
Your protection.
You'll have to figure it out.
What's wrong with me?
Your
What's
name?
happened to me? Everything is so strange. I don't understand.
What's so difficult to understand?
I live in town. Somewhere in town. I've got to get home. I am looking for berries. The wild blackberries should be ripe now. I want to surprise my husband with a pie. It's getting dark now, and I need to get home.
How much you want to bet this is Anna? Well, it's kind of a pickle because you tried and you disappeared.
Please don't
ask
talk
about-
so. It's bad luck to
Ask
speak of the
about
dead.
Ghost.
The ghostly apparition vanishes.
But she doesn't quite understand how dead she already is. That is a problem.
I don't understand. Every time I try to follow you, I find myself here again. Why can't I leave this place? Why can't I go home?
Because you're a spirit, and she doesn't understand. It's hard to see things from the other side, I suppose.
Where did you go? Why did you leave me here alone? I can't remember. I can't even think of my own name. What's wrong with me?
You don't have a brain to hold memories. It's gonna be a little weird.
No.
Discombobulating, maybe.
It can't be! No!
You
The
are a
ghostly
ghost.
apparition vanishes.
Truth is seldom kind.
I remember now. I was walking home. Something started to chase me. I tried to run. Something knocked me over and everything went black. I'm dead, aren't I? I really can't go home again. I'm just a ghost.
Yes. It's a bummer. And you know, there are some perks to being a ghost. For one, you don't have to go to the bathroom ever again.
Forgive me my manners. It's just that I'm not used to the idea that I'm dead.
It happens to all of us.
It seems so strange to think of myself as a ghost. Everything is blurry. There's no day or night, only the shadowy landscape. I want to go from here, but I cannot leave. I can only wait.
Perhaps you
My
just
name
need
is-
to find out
was
what's
Anna.
keeping you here.
I can remember things now, but everything is like a faded dream.
Oh, Anna,
Goodbye
your husband's looking
And
for you.
farewell.
The ghostly apparition vanishes.
So we're gonna go back to town, have a little chat with Nikolai in the morning. But first we gotta make it back to town, and I think then we'll call it a day. We'll call it an evening. Another one.
That feels good. Just what you needed to relieve some of the aches and pains. You cast the protection spell. Nothing.
Light him up. I'm out of stamina. This isn't good. Okay, that really, really hurt. I cannot keep this up. We have to get back to town. I'm out of medication. I'm out of pretty much everything. Oh, good. Just in time.
Your protections.
Well, let's go ahead and get back inside. Alright, so... Stuck outside, I could probably climb into the inn, but... You can also sleep out here, have some nightmares or whatever it is. I'm gonna go ahead and try to see if I can sneak in.
Through the window, you can see the innkeeper and his wife bustling about.
Okay, so they are inside. That's still
hear
early
movement.
enough in the evening.
After a
I
few
could probably
minutes.
get away with coming inside and knocking. Alright. Yep, people are still awake. Gonna have some dinner.
You get a fine meal of roast
Dinner.
lamb garnished with red cabbage. Oh, and liberally flavored with garlic.
Plenty of garlic. Let's talk with the townspeople. What's all the hubbub?
Look, here we are sitting around here minding our own business, Cochise, and here you waltz up and interrupt us.
Yeah, here's $10. Get a real haircut, okay? You don't seem to realize we're very important men around here.
Right. Just because no one else seems to think so doesn't invalidate the point.
You know, our little town's remained
I love
unchanged
that
for
last one.
generations.
Oh yeah, our forefathers have always lived here in peace and quiet.
Except for the time when the cult came here.
Ooh, the cult. Well, they're all a bunch
Oh, yeah,
of
them.
strangers anyway.
Yeah, very strange. They didn't have much to do with the town, you know?
Yeah, hardly anything. Just building that monastery here and all moving inside, that's all.
But the cult did keep mostly to themselves.
Just that huge
No one had
monastery
much
outside.
to do with it. They were a very peaceful, quiet kind of cult.
Yeah, really great people to be around, except for the strange noises and horrible screams that rose from the monastery at night.
So what about the cult?
That all happened many, many years ago.
Oh yeah, the cult broke up. They've all got kids of their own now.
Yeah, well, what about the Chernovi in the forest, huh?
Come to think of it, no one knows if they're alive or what.
Chernovi.
Yeah, for all we know, they might just be wild stories to frighten little children and me.
And what about the Dark Ones?
Put a sock in it, will you? There are some things we must not speak about, Ivan. You know that.
Well, excuse me all to pieces.
So, they don't like talking about it, apparently. So, any other rumors?
We don't go for that rumor spreading stuff here. Do we, Ivan?
No way, Hans.
Oh, never. Oh, except for that one little cocktail waitress, you know. But we don't gossip about our neighbors in Mordavia, do we, Ivan?
Well, no, but you did used to tell everyone about
Yvonne.
the time Olga caught Boris drinking
Wait a
with us
minute.
when he was supposed to be
Boris,
minding the
the same
store.
one at the gate.
Hey. That wasn't gossip. It was just a semi-funny story.
And Franz, what about the story you tell about the time you saw Yuri and Bella in the garden one night?
What was that?
Hey, you're okay, all right?
So you see, we do not spread rumors here.
Understood.
Pardon me while I wax eloquent, but once, many years ago,
Elephants.
huge herds of fragrant elephants roamed freely in this particular valley.
Oh, yeah. In the good old days, peanut farming would have made you a billionaire.
Once, long ago, I had a successful career.
I smell BS.
And I was also an elephant herder.
You kidding? Everyone used to have a pet elephant.
Oh, yeah. I remember mine. I married her.
Yeah, she was great for vacuuming up peanuts from your rugs.
Not only that, but elephants are very clean and modest as well. They always went bathing with their trunks, don't you know?
Yeah, nice thing about elephants. Very easy to housebreak, you know?
Okay.
They hardly ever made mistakes.
Okay.
Unless they got excited, okay?
Unfortunately, elephants get excited easily. A lot of houses got broken that way. This really brings back sad memories.
Well, apparently the townspeople
Please,
get
let's talk
excited
about
too when you
something
talk about
uplifting,
elephants.
Last year's famine.
Like last year's famine.
They all ignore you as usual.
I love these people. They're so charming. Does he know about Boris? I wonder. I'm gonna see if I can ask him. No, it doesn't give me the option to. Oh well. Maybe I'll go have another chat with him in a future episode. For now, though, I'm gonna go ahead and retire to the inn and
You
call it
unlock
for
the
the
door to your
evening.
room and go in.
Again, if you'd like to see more of this series, go ahead and hit the like, hit the notification bell, stay notified of when next week's episode will release, or any other future impromptu videos I have planned throughout the week. You all have a wonderful evening. Stay good to one another. As I said, life is too cruel to do otherwise. Good night.